Hello children, good morning to you all. Hope you understood yesterday's concept. You are new to me, no? So here we are not speaking any other language. Yesterday, to make you comfortable, I am speaking now in Telugu, but gradually I stop. You have to speak English and you have to understand what I say. Understand? So, yesterday's class we had with words. How words are made. What are the things we have to take care of while making the words or writing the words. What are words? Words are a group of letters, English alphabet letters, which are arranged in the right manner. What we need to make a word? Vowels and consonants. And in a word, vowels and consonants must be arranged in a right manner. Then only we can understand the spelling of the word, meaning of the word. That is the rule we have to follow. And I hope you have even did the homework also. You have done the homework also, I think. So please, whenever I give writing work, I am giving you every day. Try to do it in your notebook. Whenever ma'am asks you people to submit the books in the school, please submit. I will correct and send you back. Understand? I will correct and send you back. So compulsorily you people have to do the homework. So yesterday we did with what? Words. Today we are going to do with sentences and phrases. We are going to do with sentences and phrases. Or phrases and sentences. Phrases and sentences. What I mean is, you should know what are phrases. Then you should know what are sentences. Phrases are also words are group of letters. Phrases are group of words. Phrases are group of words arranged or written in a right order. What are phrases? Phrases are group of words arranged in a right order. They give or they have some meaning, not complete meaning, some meaning or some sense. They do not give complete sense. If you write a sentence, I am going to school, my house is near the school. In that way, if you talk, you can get complete meaning. Near the school, my house, I am, or going to school. In that way, if you write, we cannot understand. So, there are words, 2 or 3 words, not more than that. They are phrases. They give only partial meaning, only little meaning, not the complete meaning of the sentence. In the house, for example, examples I write here, you will understand. At home, from school, I have, Venu's uncle. Our village. In this way, if you write, you understand some meaning. Oh, at home means there is something at home. There is a party at my home, if you say, then you will get complete sentence what you want to talk. But at home means anything can be at home. I have a big TV at home. My friend and I played at home. Understand? I am attending the classes at home. In that way, anything. But simply at home means we cannot understand. It consists some meaning. It will have some meaning, but not the complete meaning. From school. He came from school. I got a notice from school. My friend came from school. In that way, complete sentence. But from school gives only a part of the meaning, not the complete meaning. I have. What you have? I have a big pencil. I have a remote control car for playing. I have new books. Then they give complete meaning. But simply if you say I have, it gives meaning but not the complete meaning. Venu's uncle is a doctor. Venu's uncle went to the market in that way. Simply if we say Venu's uncle, we cannot understand anything. Understand? Our village is very beautiful. Our village has many good houses. Our village has a big school. In that way it is. But here only our village means we cannot understand. Our village has also, you say. No, our village has a also cannot give complete meaning. Till you get the complete meaning, it cannot be called the sentence. Though it is written in a right order, it has more than one word, group of words. But when it does not give you complete meaning, you cannot call it a sentence. Such words which are arranged in a right order, group of words which are arranged in the right order, they give some sense but not the complete sense. Such group of words are called phrases. Such group of words are called phrases. What are phrases? Group of words arranged in a right order. They give some meaning but not the complete meaning. Such a group of words are called phrases. For example, at home. I have at home. What do you have at home? I have notebook at home. Simply if you say fruits at home, cat at home, you cannot understand. I have a cat at home. Raju has a toy car at home. He brought my books from school. Simply from school. Books from school also cannot be complete sentence. Though it is more than 2 words. I have, it does not. If you add something to it, it becomes complete sentence. Venu's uncle has. No, you can't get complete meaning. Venu's uncle has a new car. Then it becomes complete sentence. Our village is. What? And simply if you say our village is, it does not give complete meaning. Unless you add complete thing to it. Okay, so these are called phrases. These are called phrases. Now, coming to sentences. What are sentences? Sentences are also a group of words arranged in a right order. And give and have, has complete sense. of words arranged in a right order and has complete sense. Such a group of words are called sentences. What are sentences? A group of words arranged in a right order and has complete sense. We call such words the sentences. Understand? I went to the market with my mother. Or simply if I use it, I went to the market. It gives you complete meaning. My friend came home to play. If you write my friend came, where he came, to play also gives half meaning. Understand? The car is simply half sentence. This car is new. Then it gives you complete sentence. Understand? So a group of words arranged in a right order and has complete sense, we call them the sentences. And one more thing, how can you make out? If I mix phrases and sentence, how can you make out? One rule we have to follow, children, while writing the sentences. While writing the sentences, we have to follow one rule, that is, our sentences should begin with capital letter and end with the full stop. Understand? Sentence always starts with the capital letter and ends with the full stop. Okay. Always any sentence you take, it starts with capital letter and ends with the full stop. That is only called the sentence. Okay. I write here few sentences. You please follow me. So, what rule we have to follow for writing the sentences? One very important rule. A sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with full stop. A sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with full stop. This is the most important thing you have to write. Whenever you write any sentence, you should start with the capital letter and in the end of the sentence, at last, after last word, you have to put full stop. Understand? So, how to understand it is sentence? You will have capital letter in the beginning and you will have full stop, a small dot in the end. Understand? My friend is very clever. If we write like this, here I put full stop. My capital. Raju is a farmer. Raju is a farmer. If I write R is capital and I put full stop. His pet's name is Rusty. If I write like this and put full stop, it is his. Though it is not a noun, we use H capital. Rusty name, proper noun it is. So any name you get, you have to put capital letter, whether it comes in the middle or end. In this way, What rule we have to follow for writing the sentence? We should start with capital and we should end with full stop. Any sentence you take. In that way we have to understand how to write the sentence. So, what topic we have done today? We have done with sentences and phrases. We have done with sentences and phrases. 1 minute, let me. Now, what I do is, I mix both phrases and sentences. What I do is, I mix both phrases and sentences. You have to separate them. How to understand whether it is a sentence or a phrase? Small thing you have to remember. Phrases do not contain more words. Only 2 or 3 words or only 1 or 2 words make a phrase. And sentences have many words. And one more thing, how can you understand that it is a sentence? The sentence will have capital letter in the beginning and full stop in the end. Such words, such sentences, the things in your, when I give you mixed way, phrases and sentences, and ask you to write them separately, what trick you have to follow? How do you understand whether it is a sentence or not? What we have to do is think, you observe the words. Sentences start with capital and end with full stop. And phrases do not have any full stop. First thing to remember. Second thing, phrases have only 2 or 3 words, whereas sentences will have more than 2 or 3 words, or even 5 to 6 words or 7, 8 words also you can find in sentences. First thing is, sentence starts with capital and ends with full stop in the end. We have to write capital in the beginning and put full stop in the end for the sentences. Phrases not like that. You don't have any full stop in the end. Understand? That is how you can understand phrases and sentences. Here, let me take 4 to 5 such things. He is my uncle. Second, Radha dances well. Third, on the table. Fourth, Ganesh went to market. Ganesh went to market. Fifth, Pavan grandma. Last, play games. Look here. Sorry, today due to chalk piece is not so good, children. I will make again. So, what I said one thing, the group of words which start with capital and end in full stop, they are sentences. The group of words which do not have any full stop and only 2 or 3 words are there, they are phrases. Now look, he is my uncle. He, H is capital. Full stop is there. So it is a sentence. Radha dances well. R is capital and I put full stop there. At the end. So it is also a sentence. On the table, only 2 to 3 words, but do not have any full stop. So it is not a sentence, it is a phrase. Ganesh went to market. It is a full sentence. G capital and there full stop. Pawan's grandma. Only 2 words, but it does not have any full stop also. We don't have any verb and all. So that it is not a sentence, it is a phrase. We play games. It is full sentence, though it is small because we started capital and put full stop there. In this way, we can make out or differentiate or sort out phrases and sentences. We can sort out phrases and sentences in this way. Understand? I hope you understood. I will post the typed matter for homework in this. So you are going to write. Thank you.